Yeah, I know. A bunch of people showed up. Sorry, guys. Puck Bunny's going out to check on him. So anyway, glad you joined. Thank you very much, Shayna, for handling the chef story. Thank you very much for showing up. We just added our heavy cream, and we're about to give you guys a recipe for whipped cream ice cream. You ready? Here you go. If you want to yield 1 quart, give or take, of whipped cream flavored ice cream, do 1 1/3 cup of heavy cream, 2 2/3 cup of whole milk. You're going to do 3/4 of a cup of sugar and 1/4 of a cup of heavy, or not heavy syrup, of Karo syrup. Let's see. Okay, bring all that up to a boil and bring it to like a rolling boil and boil it for 4 minutes, give or take. I mean, 4 minutes, preferably specifically, not give or take. Do it for 4 minutes, pull it off the heat, and then you're going to add to that a cornstarch slurry that is just equal parts cornstarch and milk, and the cornstarch that you want is 1 tablespoon plus 2 teaspoons. So you make a cornstarch slurry. You add that into your boiled cream and sugar, whisk it in, put it back on the heat, bring it back up to a boil for 1 minute, and then take it off the heat, and that's your ice cream base. All you got to do from there is just cool that down, and the colder you get it, the better off you'll be whenever you go to put it in your ice cream machine. If you start with a warm base, it takes a long time to build crystals, so you'll end up with really crunchy, chewy ice cream that kind of sucks. If you want really good ice cream, make sure that before it goes in the machine, it is almost frozen, like this close. It should be liquid but thick, like pudding. But that's how you make whipped cream ice cream. That's it. Oh, no, that's not it, because after you pull it off the boil, you add 2 ounces of cream cheese to it, and you make sure to like whisk that in so that there's no lumps or chunks to it, and that's it. Okay, guests. Wipes crumbs from shirts. Thanks, Twinkle Toes. All right. So 2 2/3 cups. Let's go. Oh wait. What am I thinking? I'm making ice cream in my gigantic one. I'm not making a single batch, so I've got to have bigger equipment.
And your
My big bowl, my big measuring bowl is out here.
I don't know where that's at.
I think it's out here. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so I've got 1 quart of heavy cream in there, so to that, because it's 2 parts milk, 1 part heavy cream, to that I'm going to add 2 quarts of milk. Alright, so there we go. I didn't show it to you because I'm still learning my new camera. Sorry, sometimes I'm going to miss camera angles, but there you go. That's 2 quarts of milk, 1 quart of cream. To that, I'm going to add, let's see, do the quick math on this. What is the sugar on this? So 3/4 of a cup times 3 is 9. It's 2 1/4. So there's 1/2. There's 1 cup. One and a half. And 2. And 1/4. And then we're going to do 3/4 of a cup of heavy syrup. Or heavy syrup. I keep saying heavy syrup. Karo syrup. Corn syrup. Black screen.
Oh no, black screen, that's not good.
Yeah, I don't know why it's doing this. It's because it hates me. Sorry guys, camera. Yeah. Camera stuffs. Okay, so I'm gonna add 3/4 of a cup of Karo to mine because I'm making a triple batch. Oh, Angela, what's going on? Aloha. How are you? It's great to see you. We're doing ice cream today. We got voted to do strawberry shortcake ice cream. What are you looking for? You can use the ones over the stove. I'm just doing this one. Hey, hey, hey! What the hell are you doing?
They're barking at you because.
Oh, because I'm tapping
yes.
the.
Yes. You tap 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 taparoo. Shut up, Jade.
I will say that a couple of Hawaiian suggestions made the list. We had a Dole Whip suggestion and we had a Kona and caramel suggestion. Now, I didn't control the vote. All right, there's all of our sweetener in there. So, onto the burner we go. Oh, where are you going? Where'd you go? Why'd you go over there? Hey, hey, you, over here. Yeah, thanks. Thanks. Boy, it must have thought I was hauling ass that direction.
So wait, no, you still need this to charge your phone.
No, it's fine. Just do your thing. I'm not using the stove cam because I don't need it. Like they saw me put the cream. Do you guys need to see the cream come to a boil? I'm just boiling it for 4 minutes. That's all I'm doing. Spot a stream dogo. Dad, don't make it sound like someone's here. It is totally. It's my fault. Dole Whip is the bomb there. I bet it is. You ever have one of those days? One of those days where you can't even put the lid of the milk on right? Having one of those. Having me a day, y'all. I'm happy I'm making me ice cream because I know that tomorrow's not going to be any fun. And camera, could you please stop looking at the floor every time I go over there? You see? See, every time I go over there. Now, how about you come back up here? Hey, how's it going? What's up? Oh. Let's see, voted Dole Whip. To be fair, I just thought it sounded cool, but after learning what it was, I wish it won the vote. See, so it did get a vote. It's erupting on the Big Island, and you have COVID. Oh, it took you just now got COVID for the first time. Well, womp womp. Feel better soon. That sucks. Also, how's like proximity to you? Is it something you're gonna have to evacuate for possibly, or is it like, is it way off and you're just like, oh cool, volcano going off not far away? Is it like Floridians and hurricanes, like meh, not a big deal? Or is it like, this might get sketchy? You're on the island furthest away. All right, so I'm gonna guess that's we're not worried about it. Like a Floridian and a hurricane. Fire up the generators, throw a natural disaster party. What could go wrong? Let's see. What else can we do? We can do... I'm going to look up a recipe for shortcake. Let's look up a recipe for shortcake, because I don't know how to make a shortcake. I don't need the strawberry part. I just want the shortcake part. I want one that's cakes though. A lot of these look biscuits, which I want one that's like, what do they call that cake? Because a lot of these look biscuits, guys. How do I look this up if I wanted like the, you know what I mean? The shortcake dessert shells. They're like, it's like sponge cake, I think. Tourists are flocking there. You'll watch it on the news. There you go. What do I look up if I wanted to find shortcake that's not a biscuit? Shortcake, not a biscuit. Everything I'm seeing looks like a freaking biscuit. Okay, let's look up sponge cake. Is that what it is? Is it just sponge cake? Do I want angel food cake? Twinkle Toes not sure you know what shortcake is. Actually, I'm sure I don't know what shortcake is. So, Twinkle Toes, I personally, when I make strawberry shortcake, and I'm making like legit strawberry shortcake and not strawberry shortcake ice cream, I prefer a sweetened biscuit. Like I forget where you're from, and please forgive me, but what Americans would call a biscuit, like a breakfast biscuit, what UK, it's similar to a scone in texture. It's just it's a literally a bread that you don't need for very long. It's a short work process, so it's a real kind of a flaky dough instead of a tight like bready dough. Not much gluten develops in it. It's a literal short bread. But what I'm talking about whenever I say shortcake, like strawberry shortcake, it's almost like the lady fingers in the bottom of a tiramisu, if you're familiar with that. It's just not soaked in coffee. It's like a sort of a vanilla sponge cake kind of thing, right? And that's right, you're in Appalachia. Okay, so you know a biscuit. Okay, I appreciate a good sweet shortcake biscuit. When I'm making strawberry shortcake, I make it with a sweetened biscuit. It's just a breakfast biscuit with sugar added. But what I'm looking for here, because we're going to freeze it and put it in ice cream, I think I want like think of like the cake on a Twinkie, that kind of cake, just without the cream filling. What kind of cake would that be? What kind of cake is a kind of cake isn't a Twinkie? I mean, they literally, it just says Twinkie cake. Well, what the shit? How the... Somebody here has something that says no bake Twinkie cake. How the hell are you gonna no bake a cake? I got news for you, that ain't a cake. Golden sponge cake with a creamy filling. Okay, so let's try golden sponge cake. There we go. You should have just said it's like a Twinkie. Now I'm with you. Yeah, well, and I didn't think about a Twinkie. It's been a while since I've had one, and I was trying to think of what else came with that dessert. Supposed to use angel food cake. 69 tipsy. Yeah. Yeah, but does angel food freeze? That's the thing I worry about, is because we're doing a frozen thing. I'm worried about angel food cake with how... I know that it's light, but I also know that the air structure is pretty tight. Would it freeze well? And that's what I worry about, because I've done biscuits before, and biscuits don't freeze well. I don't know if it's because they don't have a lot of air or because there's a lot of butter in them. So that's the only thing I worry about. And I'm down for making angel food cake. Tipsy, if you think it'll freeze, I'm down for trying it. Discord. Oh, thank you for the Discord. And you're not a strawberry fan, but you can see how strawberry shortcake would be popular. Yeah, so Twinkle Toes, if you know a biscuit, just make biscuits but add sugar to your biscuit dough, and then take some fresh in-season strawberries and put sugar on them and leave them in the fridge overnight. And they'll be delicious tomorrow, and you just spoon it out over the thing, put a big old dollop of fresh whipped cream on there. It's delicious. Google says angel food cake freezes. Okay. All right, angel food cake it is. All right, let's see. Who do we want to use? Preppy Kitchen has the highest rated with almost 100 ratings. Sally's Baking Addiction is always a solid option. Food Network, meh. King Arthur Baking seems very generic. I mean, they make good flour, but Sid's Angel Food Cake. See, the thing is, I don't need the cake. I don't need it to be fancy. I just need... All right. According to... You cheat and make Bisquick shortcakes. Yeah, and that's what I was saying, is like whenever I make it at home, I totally make biscuits that are just sweet biscuits, and it's delicious. But for ice cream, is different. Also, thank you very much, Tipsy. Good to see you. Grew up with mom and grandma using Bisquick for anything. Only thing you can do with it is pancakes. Right? Like it feels like it's so pre-made that I don't even know what all's in there, so I don't trust it to do certain things. I'm with you, Shayna. Let's see. Okay, according to I think we're gonna do Sally's baking recipes. According to her, the details are: use freshly separated egg whites, pulse granulated sugar into superfine sugar. I hate doing that. I don't have a blender big enough. All I've got is a Ninja, and that sucks at doing that job. Whip egg whites into soft peaks, not stiff peaks. Sift and gently fold in the dry ingredients. Do not grease the tube pan. The hell is the tube pan? Like a bundt cake pan? Am I gonna have to have a special pan to do this? Bro, y'all know I don't bake. What the hell am I gonna do with a bundt cake? All right, let's go somewhere else. Let's see if maybe somebody else is a little less specific. Let's check out the Preppy Kitchen. It's higher rated anyway. Thanks for stopping by. I'm John Cannell, a husband, dad to twins Lachlan and George, Los Angeles native, and an avid baker and a cooker of all things delicious. Thanks to a lifelong education from my mother, this blog is where I share all of my kitchen creations. Okay, all right, John. What do you have to say about angel food cake, John? Do I have to blend my sugar here too? Let's see. Yeah, you have to whiz it up into superfine sugar here too. Okay. Sorry. Sorry guys, I don't have the gear to make superfine sugar. I really don't. Bro, this kid is throwing a damn fit. Tube pan is tall. Don't use a bun for angel food. Been there, done that. Okay, so what is a tube pan? I'm guessing I don't have a tube pan. Whatever the hell a tube pan is.